Hello everyone, Outdoors and Botanical here, and today I'm going to be mounting an orchid and showing you how to do it. So stay tuned! Please check out the merch and other things I have for sale on my website. It helps out the channel so I can continue to do videos like this. Thanks, and enjoy the rest of the video. So here's everything you need. You will need sphagnum moss that's pre-moistened just slightly. You will need twine. I use twine because it's a similar color as the sphagnum moss, or to the sphagnum moss. And you need your Phalaenopsis orchid. And you also need a piece of bark or wood or something like that. I'm just going to use this. I don't have a good piece of bark and I don't want to collect one from outside because of pests and stuff. So for now I'm going to mount it on this for some practice. It might be easier, I'm not sure. But let's see how it turns out. So, to start, you're going to take the orchid out of its pot and clean off all the roots. At this time, you also want to make sure you leave all aerial roots out of the ground because supposedly they can't be buried or the orchid will die. So, never actually had much luck growing orchids, so we are going to try this because apparently they grow better mounted. I'm just going to cut this pot because it's very, very tight on the roots and I don't want to break the orchid. I'd prefer not to break the flowers, but it's kind of difficult to keep this upright. Probably going to break the flowers. We'll see what happens. It's actually probably better if I do it like this. Oh, who knew that would be so difficult? Alright. Let's get this pot off. Still not coming off. There we go. If it doesn't come off now, then I give up. Here we go. And we got the pot off. That's probably going to be the hardest part. So now, I'm going to peel back all the moss. Get rid of it all. I think this root's pretty much dead. The tip is brown, so I'm going to cut that off. Hopefully that doesn't kill the plant, but I don't think it will. So I'm going to get rid of all this. I will get back to you when I get all this off because it's probably going to be a waste of time. Alrighty, I have removed all the dirt. I broke a few roots. I really hope that didn't kill the plant. This is the first orchid I've ever really had. I had one before, but I left it in the pot and I kind of neglected it and it died. So this is my first time actually giving it a good go. So let's hope this works. The roots aren't looking the greatest. At least I don't think so, but we'll give it a try, see what happens. Yeah. The roots are pretty bendy, so I think this will work. So, I also had to take the flower support off because it was in the soil and it just fell off. So, to do this, probably going to have it facing downwards on the bark like that. Yeah, probably like that. Or sorry, on the piece of wood. That way no water builds up in the crown because I heard that's not good. So, to do this, I'm going to carefully find a way to put this on here somehow. Maybe it'll have to be turned like that, I have no clue. You know what, something like that would work. I'm set with something like that. I think we'll give that a go. So, just because it's a little difficult, I'm just gonna, actually no, I'll put it on camera, but it might be a bit difficult to see. But yeah, so I think what you do, you gotta get some sphagnum moss and put it on there. Pack it around the roots a bit, I think. Really, like, pack it in there, get it around all the roots, and we're gonna put it like that for now. Get it anchored on, and then add some more. So to do that, get the twine. I'm just gonna cut. I'm gonna cut a long section. You can always cut it, but you can't make it larger. So let's cut it. Probably gonna start up here. Not sure how I'm gonna do this. I think I'll put it under like that. You also can't tie it too tight, otherwise it's gonna strangle the plant. So I'm gonna try to avoid that. Gonna hold it in place like this. It's kind of harder with the flowers, so maybe if you're doing this, wait till it stops flowering. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna tuck this piece of string under, I think. Tie it there. And I gotta make some more sphagnum moss because I did not think it would take this much. So yeah, I'll be back. Alrighty, made a bit more sphagnum moss. Now let's try to put some on there. So I'm gonna try to lean this forward a bit more like that. I'm gonna get some sphagnum moss in behind here. I guess I really could have slid this down a lot more. I don't know if that's gonna work now, but a little bit. And now I'm gonna try to anchor that on there. It's probably a lot easier with smaller orchids. I have no clue. Okay. Get some string here. Trying to tie it, so it's a little difficult to tie it in behind there, but we shall make it work. Sorry I'm not talking, I'm trying to focus a little bit. It's a little difficult. But I think we got it. Do one more knot there. Make sure it holds. There we go. Not going to say we're done yet because I feel like when we stand it up, it's all going to fall off. But let's give it a try. Alright, that's not that bad. Looks alright, to be honest. Probably going to drill a hole here and hang it in my room somewhere. I wish I had to put a bit more sphagnum moss on underneath here. Sorry, not on, in. Gonna try to do that now. Well, that's not that bad. It actually looks pretty good. For a first mounted orchid, I'd say that's fairly good. If you guys have any tips, any suggestions for this, if I did it wrong or right or what, I would appreciate that because I've never done this before, so I don't really know what I'm doing. But to me, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna hang it up in my room under indirect sunlight and hope for the best. I might put something underneath here, like a little bowl or something, so the sphagnum moss doesn't drop all over my floor. But yeah, as of now, I think it looks pretty good. So thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And as always, stay outdoors, be botanical, keep your hobbies, and I'll see you in the next video.